So in the previous video, we created a procedure that deletes server entries. So now we want to move this to the web API. So when we pass in a specific ID that we want to delete to the API, it will search through the database, run our call our procedure. The procedure will then loop through our data table, find the matching server ID, and remove it. So the way to do that is we go to our master server, we find the delete portion. So here's where we want to go ahead and create the database interface, and we want to create a function in it called, we're going to do public void delete. Let's see, that one's post data. Let's do delete data, and we're going to do int server ID, like so. Now we can go ahead and call it. So inside of delete, we're going to do db.delete data, and we're going to pass in ID. So now in here, we want to copy what's inside of post data, just paste it in, and remove the returns. We want to remove everything of the commands except for the top one. Delete where we randomly generate the ID, and change the procedure name, add server entry, to delete server entry, just like so. And now we can build and give this a try. So I'm going to go ahead and run it. Okay, now you can see here in the host controller, it's API/host/the ID. So if we go over to Postman, change it from post to delete, I can delete all this. Go from API/host/ then the ID. Now for ID, that's going to be the server ID right here. So I'm going to copy that and paste it in like so, and hit send. Okay, now back in the database, if I refresh, the entry is now gone. So I can test that again, make another post request. Here's the ID. Over here to the delete, and just change the ID to that one. Let's refresh first. There it is. Delete. And it's no longer there. So we now have our API set up to delete server entries that we have when we no longer want them. So now in the next video, we will be implementing this. So whenever we leave the server or we stop hosting the lobby or start it, we will simply remove the entry from our database. So I will see you then.